Hey now, we are on to the autograph analysis of Hall of Fame member Bobby Cox. Before we do that, I got to say earlier this morning, I recorded a soapbox video of why I hate cut autographs. It was very soothing to do that. So I yelled at Mike earlier, but Mike, if you're watching this, thank you. I feel a lot better getting that off my chest. But on to Bobby Cox. Uh, Obviously, Hall of Fame manager, 2014, all-time winningest manager with the Braves. He led them to like umpteen playoff appearances. What's interesting is everyone I know thinks Mariano Rivera was the first unanimous selection for the Hall of Fame. And you see all these autographs. Mariano Rivera, first unanimous selection for the Hall of Fame. Here's a trivia question for you. Who was really the first unanimous selection for the Hall of Fame? Play the Jeopardy music. Whatever. It was Lou Gehrig way back, was it 1941 or whatever it was, 31? 41. Because they had a special committee, and everyone on that committee, after he died, said, put Lou Gehrig in the Hall of Fame. Forget the 5 years. He died quicker than that, obviously. And Bobby Cox, like Lou Gehrig, like Tony La Russa, like Joe Torre, were all unanimous selections for the Hall of Fame. Yes, Mariano Rivera was the first unanimous Baseball Writers Association electee, but not the first unanimous electee. Far from it. So I love when people have Mariano inscribed like first unanimous Hall of Fame electee. Not true, not true, not true. The Veterans Committee has put in many electees into the Hall of Fame unanimous time. So in terms of Bobby Cox, like today, he's still alive, but in 2019, he had like a debilitating stroke. And in fact, he's paralyzed on the right side. He doesn't speak very well. He makes very rare appearances in public. And when he does, he's not signing, obviously. So for all intents and purposes, he stopped signing in 2019. It's not like Buck Leonard where he started using his other hand. He just doesn't sign. There's nothing out there. So, I mean, collectors kind of know this, that he's not signing. So I don't want to consider him dead, but like you're not getting an autograph from him anymore. So there's like still a 5-year window between his induction or election until when he stops signing. So not a terribly rare autograph at all. Obviously, when he was managing with the Braves, he was if he wasn't throwing out the umpires weren't throwing him out, he was very accommodating to signers. So I want to look a little bit at the autograph analysis of Bobby Cox. But I don't want to spend too much time on it because honestly, there's not too much there to share. So let's take a look at the autograph analysis of Bobby Cox. So again, this is the PSA database. These are Hall of Fame 14 autographs. Again, what you're looking for commonly is with the B and the C. You're going to see that he extends the line. I mean, the B and the C should be the tallest letters by far in it. You're looking for it to extend. And sometimes, again, it's disconnected to the Y and it's connected to the X. But I've seen other times where it didn't connect to the end. And he does the full every letter. It's a very rush signature, as you can tell. But still, it's not a bad signature. I've seen it extended like this. We can look a little bit more where it's compact. Yeah, here's probably one signed like in person during a game. And you can still see the B. This is just a Bob Cox, obviously. And the C he wrapped around there. And you see the B going along. And again, his signature varied a little. God, this is the one we just looked at, but it's not. Again, here's one where the B and the C extends all the way through. The B is the tallest letter. The C is the tallest letter. There should be a break between the O's after the B and after the C, as you can see right here. This is signed more in person. Again, we're not talking a rare autograph at all. This is my Bobby Cox autograph. I kind of hate this autograph. I got this the first time I ever did a private signing. I was always afraid of it. I sent this to Bobby Cox and I needed Tim Raines as well. Neither of them were Hall of Famers, but I thought they would both get in. So believe it or not, that's Tim Raines above him. This is Bobby Cox. And they signed right below each other on the sweet spot of a baseball. And this is Pastime Promotions at the time, which is now National Pastime. And it's not that it's not real. It was just like when I called and ordered the autograph, again, I was cheap. I didn't have much money at the time. And I remember saying, listen, have him sign one baseball. I want Bobby Cox on one side on the side panel, Tim Raines on the other. And this is what I got. And unfortunately, I never actually got Bobby Cox in person. I did pay to get him at the 2019 National when he first announced his autographs, and Tim Raines right above him, ironically enough. And of course, by then, between when I ordered the Bobby Cox autograph and the show, he fortunately had a stroke and he did not make his appearance. So Bobby Cox is one of those living Hall of Famers. Very rare that I actually did not meet in person and get it signed right in front of me. Matter of fact, he may be the only one. He may be the only Hall of Famer living that I didn't get in person. So, I mean, I have it, but not in person. So, you win some, you lose some. So, again, if you go on eBay, and again, I just did a search for him, you can get him for $150. And even that seems honestly a little bit high to me. I think people are starting to realize that, listen, he's not really signing any. Well, he's not really. He is not signing anymore. But again, if you're patient enough, you can get a nice signed baseball for probably $100 if you just wait for one to appear. These are all sold listing, obviously. You can tell the in person. This is definitely, I'm not saying this is not real. It's real. You can see the Cox right there and the Bobby. But again, if you want a nicer one, get ready to pony up probably about $140, $150 for that inscription. Again, we're not talking rare at all. It's just, unfortunately, he, like, if you want a Hall of Fame inscribed baseball, he only had about a 5-year window to sign those. So that's, wow, 6 minutes. I didn't think I even get that long with Bobby Cox. So we're going to move from Bobby Cox to probably one of the greatest nicknames of all time, Sam Wahoo Crawford. But we will talk about Sam next time. But until then, as always, keep collecting.